Good morning and welcome to Fat Cow Farm. Now, we're up in the orchard, just in front of the chicken coop there. Now, what I've decided to do is a little bit of an experiment here, and I want to set up a greenhouse, hoop house, something of the sort like that. Now, I've looked through some different designs and everything else, and I think I've come up with my own concept. So what I want to do is do something a little bit more permanent rather than just a plastic film over the hoop house. I'm going to do it in polycarbonate. Now, what I want you to do now is that this is going to be a little bit of a step-by-step process. So come with me. I've already got some things marked out behind me. So until then, I'll see you soon. All right, so here we are in the location of our new hoop house, as you can see behind me. Now, I've just got these as purely as a marker at the moment, but before we actually get to that point there, I'll give you an idea of our measurements. We're going to be 5 meters wide and 15 meters long. Now, that in my calculation will give me 3 beds running the length of the hoop house at 1.2, so 1.2 meters. And that will then also give me 2 laneways for me to walk up and down with my wheelbarrow if I needed it at 700. So on those sort of principles, I'm thinking that what we're going to do is have a raised bed, or raised 3 beds running through the length of the hoop house. And then also on top, I'm going to make like a mesh platform so that I can then set up all my propagation and get everything else up and running. So come with me on the inside. So I'll see you soon. All right, so we're at the other end of the hoop house now. Now you can see in front of me, I've got 2 painted lines on the ground. That's going to be our door entry in. So come with me and we'll have a look inside. All right, so basically what we have, like I said before, we're going to be having it at 5 meters. Now, these poles here still need to be bent to our arc. Now, what we have at the moment is these poles are around about 35 mil in diameter. They're galvanized posts. Now, I still have to bend these, and we're going to have 3 of these going from one side to the other. Now, we can call these ribs. Now, as a part of our ribs, if you look further down, I've got them spaced out at every 1.5 meters. I then have to put some lateral supports through, but I'll only do that once I've got my posts all bent. So, as you can see, 2.4, a little bit more will be the height of this new hoop house. How exciting, mate! I can't wait, can't wait. So, what I've done is I've run around with some star pickets and I've marked out my boundaries, okay? I've then run a string line. Now, I needed to run a string line so that I could work out that everything is nice and square. So we just do a simple 3, 4, 5, 3 meters on one side, 4 meters on the other side, and coming back to those marks is 5. So that's what we call a 3, 4, 5. And that makes sure that everything is nice and square, because the polycarbonate that I'm going to be using is corrugated, like what you'd see on a roof. And I need to make sure that that all lines up nice and tidy. So, first stage marked out of our new hoop house here at Fat Cow Farm, right next door to the chicken coop. So I can bring all my soils and everything else that I'm making inside the chicken coop into the hoop house. We can start propagating. We're going to extend our sort of growing time through winter, and that's the main reason why we're doing this. I did find that over winter, yes, we had a great crop, but it was very limited on what we can actually select. So I want to see what extra vegetables I can grow through the winter periods here at Fat Cow Farm. And that's what it's all about, mate. It's all about experimenting and seeing what we can do. All right, so I just wanted to quickly show you how we've marked it out. Now, as you can see, once I had everything nice and square, I've run my string line around the perimeter of our new hoop house, and I needed to make sure that everything sort of fell into place. Now, I've got paint marks all over the ground here going like a crazy man. But where you've got my circle and my cross, that's my internal or external corner, I should say. And obviously we've got 4 of those, just so that I can see as a perception how big this new hoop house is going to be. Now, already what I can see is that not only will I have one door at this end, I'm also going to put another door at that end, and I was thinking to myself last night is that where I come out of the chicken coop, I'm going to put another door right there, so that my dirt is just going to be coming in and out, and away we go from that sort of scenario. So it's always a good process that once everything's marked out, I can then start setting a few things up, get in my mind how I want to set it up and how it's going to be built, and away we go. So like I said before, I've got all my ribs at 1.5 meters. Mate, it's all good. So again, mate, like and subscribe. All about hoop houses and the processes to where we need to be. I'll see you soon.